when I started writing for my Phantomaniacs Trilogy, when I mean seriously writing, the story flew from within, and I remember writing every single day. Didn't matter, it was the weekends or something else, I kept writing. Completed the story in about 3 months or so. But this particular project has a long history. To be honest, this story is based on a short fantasy story I had written back in high school, I think. I'm not sure, but it might be back in high school in my first year. And I remember keeping all my short fantasy stories for myself, except from one, with which I wanted to go to a contest, and I felt I was afraid to go further, and eventually I turned it into a school play. But yes, it was one short fantasy story I actually did something public with it. The other ones were kept silent, and they were a secret. They were my hidden secret. Only I knew I had a notebook filled with short stories, and another notebook filled with thoughts and opinions and private things. Something similar to a journal. Now, this first story on which the Phantomaniacs Trilogy is based, I found the story when I moved away from my parents, and I think I took that notebook and a few other objects that interested me and carried emotional baggage. And I tried to come back to the story, and things didn't work so well, as I was a student at the university and also had a full-time job, and it was a demanding job. And I eventually decided the writing was rubbish and threw the story to the bin. But the idea wasn't that bad, and it evolved in my head, and every now and then, even if I didn't think I was going to get back to writing, the idea came back, and I think it was so easy for me to write this story, to complete it in around 3 months. It's not that usual, and it's not that easy to do. It never happened with any other book I wrote. But this one was just flowing like a river. And I think it was because I had the time to prepare in a very artistic way. it was after giving birth to my child that I found myself in the position of a person with a lot of free time. Taking care of the child proved to be less demanding than in the first year, and also the housekeeping wasn't that much of a trouble, so I had to do something, and I started creating digital art. I started creating many things and photographs. I took photographs of deserted places and abandoned places and broken windows and historical buildings, some of which needed urgent restoration work. So I had all the details gathered in a very strong device, so to see, creative device, in visuals, and visuals proved to make this story able to flow so easily. I also had a few interesting experiences with this story before actually writing it. I started dreaming at night about writing it and about the project and what it means and who it addresses to and what do I want to what's the message I want to convey and what's meaningful. What is the book meaningful for? What do I want to say? Oh, true love, okay, what true love means. And we'll find love seen in various ways by different characters in the book. And we will find platonic love, we will find carnal love, we will find spiritual love. But there is also a message sent to the younger generations through the characters, the group of teens who decide to participate and help as they can to restore old historical buildings, which is a meaningful action, and it helps both the communities where those places are and them as individuals. They develop skills, they gather knowledge, they start doing things for which they are recognized, they find friends, they learn how to deal with their own feelings and emotions, and it's a very interesting and important thing to be brought up to life and to the knowledge of our children. It's not quite for children. I said it for children around 12 to 13 years old and older, of course. But the book might help them get out there and try to find a way to make themselves useful, both to the communities in which they live or maybe want to live, and for themselves and their families. I think it's a very good book for young people, 13 years old or higher. For the adults it will be only a pleasant read during a rainy day, perhaps. Um, but for the younger generations, it might inspire to be more creative, to be more involved, to get out there and try to find a way to help themselves and others at the same time. It's when you actually help yourself. When you help others, you actually help yourself, and you don't even realize how much you do. You don't. It's just you do the job, the work, and you do it properly and put your heart and soul into it and help others, and then it will come back, and it comes in mysterious ways. It's just like in my fantasy novel, the angels work for you. They do. We are not able to see this all the time, but things come back to us, and they might have longer echo than we think. It might take a long time, but some of the good things coming back are immediate. They just happen, and you're not used to that. You're not used to the good things that happen to you because they never happened, and you wonder, how come? Well, it is because you did something for somebody else.